some kind of trouble. Let's go check out what's going on.
Still no dice?
Not at all. And I've asked pretty much everyone in the court of Fontaine already. Lynette's ears drooped as soon as she heard that we'd have to be out and about for days on end. And Fremine, he hid himself under his helmet as soon as he realized there'd be people around that he didn't know.
What about...
I've asked them already, but they're both pretty busy right now. I just gave the members of the Spina a few days off.
Navia, Cloran, what's up?
Oh my. Well,
Navia?
Huh? Oh, you mean...
Yep, this is our chance.
Do you need our help with something?
Oh, precisely. My dear...
Whoa, for real?
Absolutely. We've already exhausted all our other options.
Traveler, Paimon, would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judge...
Marechaussee what?
It's a new game script by the Tabletop Troupe, a local roleplay.
Ever heard of the Tabletop Troupe? They put out games that allow you to participate in a story and roll...
That sounds super...
Clorand and I are both veteran members of the club. Recently, someone came up with a new... And when they asked, of course I couldn't
Generally speaking,
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I know I was the one that handed you this...
Anyway, the script calls for a team of 4.
So, you're...
Paimon and the Traveler are
That's not a problem. I'll adjust the pace based...
Well, Traveler, what do you think? Wanna play? Paimon will follow your lead.
Well, that's all.
Woohoo! I'll go...
The script, man.
The club introduced in this iteration. On top of that,
Wow, you're right.
I look forward to experience...
Why don't you go meet up?
Sounds good.
You say...
I just hope... Sorry to keep you waiting.
You're back! Huh? And you...
What a pleasant surprise.
Linny, Farina! Paimon didn't know you were playing too. Are you...
I'm more of a casual member if anything. I haven't taken part in many formal club activity. Still, I'm sure it'll be fun being...
Well, I'm not a member of the club at all. Cloran simply woke me up first thing this morning, said there was a good script.
If you're interested, I can give you a
I think I'll wait to see how this experience plays out.
Do you participate in a lot of table...
You could say that. She's a...
Right.
It's...
Wow. Paimon's so used to seeing you be all upstanding and intimidating as the champion duelist. It's kind of hard to imagine you role-playing with the...
Surely you jest. I maintain a clear boundary between my profession, but in my personal life...
Well, you say that, but for all the time I've known you, I don't think I've ever seen you cry. I've seen you get angry, sure.
I was...
Is that so? Well, in any case...
So you want to see me cry? That might be a little...
I'm back! Here, allow me to introduce you to the script manager, Mr. Florian.
Pleasure to meet you all. Oh, no. This is just the costume provided by the club. I can't...
That sounds like...
It's nothing. It's the least we can do to give the players a... Anyway, allow me to give you a... This script was adapted from the real history of the Marechaussee Hunters. You all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and result...
Paimon's not super familiar with the...
Oh, no problem at all. I can give you a brief rundown. So, basically, Marechaussee, their story can be traced back to the ancient Remurian dynasty, as well as... But I'll leave the finer details for you to...
And...
In that case...
Whoa, just when...
Aha! I see many a determined gaze before me.
So, as we follow the story, it leads us to specific scene?
It's the exact location of this... Please check all your belongings, everyone.
Sounds good.
into the shadows. Phew.
Whoa. They really have thought of everything. Even the fatometer.
It's a card that.
And what about all the dessert and...
That's what the message.
Really? That's so
Those snacks have Paimon.
I think you might be.
Snack Hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are delicious snacks to be found,
The desserts are great. But I'm still...
Very. First, please pick up the blank character cards you can find an abbreviated version of the rules printed on the back. In this story, everyone is a Marachose hunter.
ooh, nice.
As hunters, you have proficiency in
Swordsmanship. So there's a fighting part to all of this?
Why don't you share a character card then? The traveler will.
So, for the name.
Yep. It can be.
You can use your real name too if you want. I do that whenever I get too lazy to think.
Oh, so it would be like
In that case, I think I'll
Next up is the skill sheet. You have a limited amount of skill points that you can use to learn a number of skills. The more.
I'll take persuasion and investigation.
Oh, those skills sound like they'd be...
So, should we also take those skills then?
Not necessarily. Since we're working together as a team, we could leave the negotiations to Navia and use our. For example, I think I'll take stealth and sleight of.
Oh, interesting. Let me see. I'll take arts and performance.
Well, that leaves us. What do you want to learn, Traveler? Oh, something that'll help you get a read on other people's thoughts. Sounds useful. Ha! Gotta say, this suits you. So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these two skills?
Let's see.
You've all picked such classic skills.
Why do I get the feeling she's getting ready to cause trouble?
For example, this one here. Summon.
Oh, I saw that one just now as well. The description says, this skill can be used under certain circumstances.
The script's world-building rules, huh?
Oh, that's not for us to worry about, my friend. Just learn the skills that
All right, you've convinced Paimon. Let's learn summon then.
Well, now that everyone's more or less finished, since 2 of our players are doing this for the first, would you like to play on easy mode or?
What's the difference?
Well, in role-playing games, the story sometimes changes. For example, if you fail a check, that means you cannot use the target skill in that scenario. A critical failure may even result in if you choose to play in authentic mode. Every time you elect to if you choose easy mode.
Given that I'd like to focus on the story, I suppose I should pick...
Huh? Oh, come on. Don't worry about never knowing what you might have to...
I'd rather...
All right, then I'll mark down Farina for easy mode. All her checks will be
What about you, dear partner? How would you like to play?
Are you sure?
Trust me, you'll see. Honestly, I don't think Clorand would make things too difficult for...
No.
That wasn't super...
Well, anyway,
Speaking of the story,
Well, that's because a long time ago, back when human civilization was still in its infancy, soon a group of human rebels banded. Sometime later, as a member of the Marachose Hunters, you receive a commission. Following, as you inhale, your eyes meet. And you
You're all Marachose hunters too, right? Allow me to introduce myself. The name's Navia. Monster hunt. What say you to traveling together?
Okay, count me in. My name is Linny. I've been wandering since...
Is this where you introduce... My name is Farina, and, I grew up in a noble family. I always had a strong interest in performance and the art.
Hey, you can do it, Farina.
Paimon is Paimon, a good friend and companion to this Marachose hunter.
I've been studying the culinary arts since I was a child. I hope my delicious food can help boost people's spirits.
That's wonderful. I'll be...
Well, if we're all here for the same commission, why don't we take some...
You open your envelopes at the same time. To the honorable and trustworthy the lands outside the capital have been overtaken.
Huh. The layout of this city looks...
The scriptwriter must have used a real-world...
As experienced yet, as you regard the city in front of you, it appears to be...
I carefully read every line.
You see a long string of unfamiliar names.
Oh, good idea.
You look up and see...
Why don't we go check out that
As you approach the tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Greetings, friend.
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right.
It seems like every character included in the script has a certain...
Oh, come now, don't be sad.
Huh?
I don't think that's the kind of question...
Nothing turns a frown upside down like good food.
You didn't even take cooking as one of your skill...
That's not necessary, miss. Excuse me.
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't like sweets. You're really starting to remind... Hey! Did she just... me?
Glorian must have broke character for a sec.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
The results of insight checks aren't disclosed to the players, so... You recall all the lessons you've learned in your time. You notice that when she's quiet, she has an empty look in her eyes, as if her thoughts have drifted to a place... so you noticed... A horde of monsters suddenly appeared near the capital recently.
Do you remember when those monsters...
I'm not completely sure. All I know is...
Do you know where he was sent?
It all happened so fast. When we said...
You have our thanks, friend.
Don't worry. We don't always get to...
You bid farewell to the woman, and continue your journey further into the city. As you venture further into the city, the streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet. A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
Although he doesn't seem very...
Pardon me, sir.
That depends. How much are you willing to pay?
How about...
What do you take me for? Some lowly beggar?
Surely an onion can't...
What do you know? War is nearly upon us. Everything costs several times what it did before.
Whoa, what a nasty guy.
But he still might have information we need. Traveler, can you think of something?
Okay, while everyone is talking, I secretly use my magic props to summon a bottle of wine without the merchant noticing. We meant no offense, sir. Here, allow... I should mention that this wine is the Do you have any information on the
Crisis. Those monsters are camped outside the city, and they've been destroying all... We have limited reserves within the city, so...
Wait, you're saying no one has put a plan in...
We could all starve, and those... Who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots with them.
That is concerning. Thank you, sir.
Hey, why did you leave in such a hurry?
Well, you see, that bottle of wine was just a cardboard...
Should we try to go somewhere with more people?
Oh, how about the city square? Follow me.
Before you lies the city's central square. You see a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth, his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your...
This guy seems promising enough. Maybe I can get some information out of him. Hello, sir. Is there anything I can do?
Wait. Oh, dear goodness.
You recognize us?
Yes, yes. Oh, I didn't...
What happened here?
Alas, we once... However...
Are there...
It's not a question of... Most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. When I was a child, to be perfectly...
Well, you can rest easy.
The man is touched by your determination and resolve. His eyes be...
Still, if we are going to hunt the...
all I know is... Oh, although...
I see.
All right, be careful. They're actively working. Even one of our kindest ministers has turned into a...
Talk about being stuck between a rock...
I feel bad for him. Maybe we should try to cheer him up?
Hey, not everything...
I appreciate your kindness, but for now, it's more important. Brave hunters,
If I understood correctly, there are
Exactly.
Well,
I really didn't expect the people in the city...
Well, Clarence said the script took cues from the...
I wouldn't say it's a perfect representation of history.
Sure. As long as it does...
Paimon wants to know...
No. All Marashose hunters were ordinary mortal fighters. The only thing...
Huh? So you mean...
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is survive the rigorous training and... Still, most people dropped out at the early stages. And others called it quits the minute they saw a monster in person.
What kind of monsters did the hunters fight?
The land of Fontaine once played host to an ancient dynasty known as Remuria. One of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his power to assemble a formidable...
Now, wait a second. Don't tell me that guy was the inspiration for the evil sorcerer in the script.
Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you might be able to find out in the game.
Wait, but those people are all from a super long time...
From my master.
Huh. By master, you mean Miss
Someone you know?
Absolutely. Miss Petronia and my father were good friends.
Let's not get off topic. Responding to Egeria's call, a number of warriors followed Cassiodor, yet, as Fontaine...
Ah, I see. That explains why most of the people in the script have forgotten the hunters or think of them as nothing more than a legend.
really a bad thing?
Depend.
Speaking of investigations, which problem should we
I vote monsters. That's the main duty of the hunters, right? We can come back to the sorcerer later.
Well said, Miss Fur.
What about you, partner? What do you think? It's decided.
All right.
Let's take a look around, like that guy said.
You there! Outsiders, halt!
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular build, although he's trying his best to... I'm the captain of the guard. State your purpose, or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
Wow, it's been a while.
I said talk, not
Have you...
Marachose hunters? Ha! That fairy tale...
Sir, we were indeed in the city earlier. Your guards are still fighting the monsters as we speak. They could be serious.
The man regards you with doubt and concern. After a period of inner... Those monsters aren't easy to deal with. But I just hope all the guards will be able to come back to the...
Based on what the captain said, the monster should be right up ahead. Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards. Their faces are filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds. A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. Quick, leave this place. Turn around and don't look back, they yell.
This is the place he mentioned, right?
You see broken iron swords scattered all around you, and downed trees riddled with terrifying claw marks. All the signs point to one thing.
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters...
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged. They close in on you.
A little help here?
Your battle round be...
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song! Germinate!
Now the next battle round begins now.
Watch out! Hiya! Ha! Watch out!
The monsters let out a terrifying roar of anger and resentment before dissipating into thin...
Ugh, thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the Marachose...
I never knew the photometer.
That's part of the fun.
Just as you begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious lump on the ground catches your attention.
A suspicious lump. Wait, could it be the thing that
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so it's...
As you investigate the map with the monsters gone,
Whoa, it's a treasure chest!
with everyone's help, even without
Makes sense. We were
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it.
Yeah. Think about all the people suffering in the capital. Or all those guards who got...
Wait, is that how it works? Paimon thought since
Well, let's put it this way. Any decision you make during a role-playing game...
But would the people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to prove we're Marsh.
That's definitely something we should consider. Maybe...
well, if donating it could
looks like you're facing. Well, it's.
Wow.
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all, or because the story...
Here, here!
Yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will...
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venues for the next part of the story anyway.
Huh?
There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to.
Whoa!
well, even if we end that's just a coincidence, okay? And anyway, Paimon
Well...
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern. My earliest memories are of living with Master. According to her, she saved me from certain people of...
What a heavy
Master was a fascinating individual. If inexperienced, my first ever toy was a short sword. Although I suppose it wasn't so much a toy as something Master removed from her waist and handed to a noisy child in need of distraction.
Oh, wait, so she handed an actual...
Of course I did. I cut my palm and bled quite a lot. But Master was not See, that's what you get for not holding the sword properly, she told me. She then crouched down next to me and said, "Give me your hand."
Excuse me for asking this, Clorand, but...
Probably around,
3? Isn't that when most kids are still struggling to hold a fork?
As I said, Master was rather inexperienced in the ways...
I'm not so sure this is a question of experience.
I didn't see anything wrong with her ways at the time. And anyway, children don't get to choose how they're raised. Oh, she did bring me back a pet from Liyue once.
a Geovicious hatchling? For a pet? That seems even...
What she said was this: make sure to get along, you two. If you really can't agree on something, just set...
and...
5.
Well,
No, I lost.
So, you're saying...
Yes, but only for a week. By the end of that week,
that really doesn't sound like the kind of...
later on, I gradually understood that Master most likely didn't know any other way to raise a child. Thanks to her, I learned how to navigate the forest by the age of 6, and could hunt monsters in the wild by myself. Even though the training she subjected me to was strict, she always made sure to take me traveling when
I still remember the first time we met. You were too scared to join...
I still hadn't really met many children.
After that, though, you started coming over a lot. You loved challenging people to shooting.
I had a lot of fun during those days.
I enjoyed them too. Oh, do you remember that one time we went exploring? We tried to pretend like we never heard anything, but...
Protector of justice. Oh, wait, you mean that vigilante?
Yep, that would be her. She often would put on a black cloak and go out at night.
20 years ago, huh? I still remember the guards. Oh, there's no need to apologize. You had nothing, although calling herself the Protector of Order was a bit much.
Huh? When did the Protector of Justice become the Protector of Order?
Oh, she had a bunch of code names. I heard she would just come up with later on. She probably got sick of answering those questions and decided to stick to just 2.
That sounds like her, all right. I bet she forgot which of the two she...
Well, she certainly sounds like a fascinating
It's true. I always wanted to become like her. Someone...
But...
She suddenly disappeared the night I turned 10 years old.
Disappeared? What happened?
I have no idea. She didn't even leave a note. That night, I was celebrating my birthday at Navia's house. But Master never came to pick me up. When she still didn't appear after a few days, I went to Mr.
Papa probably didn't know either. I know he sent a few people to investigate the matter in secret, but...
Don't worry, I understand. Just like how, when a litter of kittens reaches a certain age, the mother will...
Or...
I was at first, but not anymore. I don't believe...
Well, despite everything, you still managed to follow in her footsteps and become the greatest champion duelist.
I suspect my position would be far too by the books for her.
Who knew Clorand had such an... I wonder... If Clorand's master were the champion duelist back then, would that duel against Mr. Callus have gone differently? Oh no. Judging by the atmosphere, Clorand and Navia are probably thinking some...
Well, anyway...
I had a great time today, Miss...
Anytime.
The script was good. Hey, you should tell us more about that fight against the Geo-Bishop sometime.
You...
What does she mean, on to something? I guess I'll head back as well. I need to save my energy.
You're that excited to hear about my fight with...
I was talking about this...
If these items are unclaimed, we may... these items are unclaimed, we may take them without controversy. A stroke of good luck, and a very welcome one. A stroke of good luck, and a very welcome one. If these items are unclaimed, we may take them without controversy.
I see everything.
Loaded. First to find gets to stake their claim. Seems fair. First to find gets to stake their claim. Seems fair.
It's time to pull the trigger. Gotcha!
Into the shadows. If these items are unclaimed, we may take them without controversy.
Take it easy.
Let's go meet up with the group! Paimon's really looking forward to today's story.
treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding. Take it easy. Yeah. Easy money.
Everyone hold his!
Loaded. A stroke of good luck, and a very welcome one. First to find gets to stake their claim. Seems fair.
I see everything!
Time to testify.
Find anything you like?
Take it easy.
up!
Looks like everyone's here. Now, before we begin, why don't we finish where we left off yesterday?
Is that really the most important part, though? Have you all's cold railings?
I admire the work put into the set. Still,
So this set is going to...
unfortunately,
Anyone think Cloran's smile?
Well, whatever happens, if we're worried about arousing suspicion because...
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile.
staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or did you want some more?
Why aren't you saying anything, Navia?
Oh, this is the short sword Cloran mentioned last night. I found it.
Huh.
Well, I made sure to take good care of it. Anyway, where were we?
Wait, we haven't been thrown...
Well, it's only a matter of time. It pays to be prepared.
All right, Paimon's made it. Paimon may have wanted to keep it, but if it's going to land us in prison somehow, Paimon will be too upset to enjoy her...
So, you reached an agreement?
Oh, and we'll collect all the scattered...
All right. You collect the treasure and... The city is still shrouded in places where... Thank you, kind soul. The elderly woman's look of gratitude follows you as you walk away. Her eyes never leave...
She's probably trying to tell us to speed this up.
Should we go find that man again at the square? He seemed like a pretty...
Oh, good idea.
Just as you start to make way... Please wait, distinguished guests. Several strange guards suddenly call out to you. They run forward.
Greetings, gentlemen.
Surely you jest, my lady. That would not be our place.
Well, we have to investigate the court at some point.
I say we go for it.
That's...
After a quick discussion, gilded table...
Wow.
The elderly king. He wears above him a man dressed in dark clothes, likely a minister, shields his mouth with his hands. After a moment,
The king does not appear entirely aware of his surroundings.
the king remains still. Esteemed guests, allow me to thank you for I've heard however...
Well, we've got nothing to hide. You brought us here to talk, right? The golem's blades were so powerful, they could cut down trees in a single swipe. It took a lot of effort to defeat them, even for train... Well, there was enough details, right?
Your account does indeed match those of the survivors. Since you were the ones who defeated the monsters.
Well, we did take the...
How did he know about the treasure?
Then I must ask that you return it at once. It belongs to the kingdom.
Wait, but didn't you just say that our great deed deserved a reward? Shouldn't the treasure be
Yes, that was indeed what Only that which is freely given by the king can be considered a reward.
But that's completely
Yeah, that makes no sense! If it weren't for us, the treasure would...
Maybe so, yet the fact remains. You tried to dispose of the treasure. What, no answer? Surely you're not
Well...
Clad in his magnificent robe,
From the look of things, could the Prime Minister...
I would like to observe the number of guards stationed in the hall.
the guards in the palace appear fully armed, their expressions solemn.
Well, there goes my plan to turn the whole place upside down, I guess.
It appears we've been visited by nothing more than a group of ill-intentioned Before I decide your fate, however,
Can't we try to slip away? Or maybe...
But if we try to fight the guards right...
Don't worry. At least we figured out who's behind all this. Let's just...
thanks, you...
you allow yourself to be led away by guards surrounding you on both sides. It's only when you Stay here! The guards lock the...
Wait, sir!
Your voice echoes through...
Carve out a new
You reach toward your waist.
what about that knife I hid?
When did you hide it in there?
When I was thinking about digging a tunnel.
Rejected. You failed to inform the GM of this course of action. Moreover, the guards would have conducted a thorough search before throwing...
And the keys to the cell aren't anywhere to be...
Correct. You don't even feel a lock hole on the cell door. Indeed.
Huh? Why are you the one saying indeed?
Because that statement holds true for me as well. This...
What? But that's a terrible...
Generally speaking, this should be the point where the scriptwriter gives the play...
I mean, maybe they just really wanted us to be immersed in the feeling of being in prison?
That is...
If only there were desserts and tea in real prison. Oh, wait, guess...
Oh, before I forget, I took a closer look, and the craftsmanship doesn't appear to resemble anything from this era.
Wait, Cloran said that sword used to belong to her master.
I doubt it. The way she went about things often made her seem childish more than anything.
Hang on. A precious heirloom passed down to you by your master.
Master left many things to me when she disappeared. There was the sword. I gave you the sword back then, because...
Wait, when did this happen exactly?
After the duel.
Before that, Clorand would have meals with us and even stay over at the Spina some days. She was on after the duel, though. There was a period of time where we simply... we were both sad and conflicted. Whenever I looked at this sword, I couldn't help but wonder. If back then, it felt like I hadn't just...
No one can change the past.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Think nothing of...
Looks like the next...
Perfect timing.
From Claren's face, Paimon really can't tell if it's good news or bad news.
Water continues to drip from the ceiling. Eventually, you get used to the Suddenly, you hear footsteps.
Heads up, everyone. Someone...
Gather close, everyone, and keep your voice...
Who are you?
I work as a guard in these dungeons, but my
Huh?
Shh. I've already...
I understand, but how...
The king has issued a formal decree. In light of the irrefutable...
Executed?
Monsters appearing at the same location as...
There will be time for speculation once we're... Infiltrating the capital was
Have you seen our weapons anywhere?
Don't worry, I brought them. His faction is to defeat him.
You're not coming with us?
No, as long as my identity...
In that case...
Thank you for your concern. As for the location of the vault...
Got it.
All right, once I open the door, you now have the and...
With the help of the guard...
was when we're gonna get the chance to use that cool summon spell.
That is a pity, but we can only continue to move forward.
This should be the place marked.
This bit of rock certainly.
Well, I'd say.
Wow.
Before you lies a...
Well, guess this...
What's the matter?
It's not... As you step into the...
Wow, this must be where the...
But this door is
Huh.
A pattern on a stone door. That's...
Is something wrong?
After a long, difficult journey, you find your surroundings are...
We're doing this for the sake of the people.
Linny's right. We need to. The next part of this.
Yes. Something feels off about all this.
I found something.
Found something here, too.
Same here.
It worked!
Something just appeared.
By solving the puzzles, you prove yourselves at the end of each...
With.
A key.
Oh, it must be the key to the big door.
Huh? This is one of the Marachose Hunter keys. It is said that 4 keys in total are required to form the final, complete key.
Huh?
You hear a few strange noises.
Huh? What's going on?
For the sake of immersion, please close your eyes.
But Paimon can still see a little bit over here. Oh, right, sorry.
Suddenly,
Wait,
you recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place. It appears he now...
Oh, so this is just part of the script. Well, if we can't...
Judging by the way he's holding his sword, he must be a real...
Retreat! That's not.
Your choice is noted.
You got it!
Well then. Into the shadows.
I'd like to try to hit him with my sword.
Your strike is successful.
Ha! You're facing a veteran Marshose hunter. You don't stand a chance.
Is he still standing? Goodness, he sure has a lot of HP.
Is it over? Can we...
The enemy is strong. And what about final strike? Ha!
Oh, well, did we get it?
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear. In an impressive display of courage, that look in his eyes.
Huh? Mr. Florian? Oh, wait. We're supposed to be roll. Speak your name, guard. Is this treasure?
What kingdom? What peace? I, Florian, am a true Marashose hunter.
So he's also using his real name. Or, wait.
Then I'm even more confused. If you truly are a Marashose hunter,
What do you know? In this day and age,
What's that supposed to...
my skills were passed down to me by my father. We lived a life of obscurity, and what did he get in return? A life of poverty and pain. The Marashose hunters were the ones who saved this city.
Is he talking about how no one in the capital seems to remember the hunt?
So that's why you want to take the treasure?
if you already knew where the treasure was located...
Because
Only a true Marashose hunter, as someone who sought to hurt others for his own gain.
Okay, but what is this treasure?
You're sure you...
We've been talking about it for so long, of course.
And we've already defeated Florian, right?
What you're...
Then let's open the door together.
All right. Before you, you hear the shrill wail of the door hinge as it rotates for the first time after years.
It's open! Come on, let's go in! Paimon wants to see what's inside!
Ooh, me too!
Ugh, uncovering hidden treasure is the most
A stone tablet? And
You call this a treasure?
maybe the troop ran out of...
They provided a super immersive experience at the beginning on...
Wait, I get it now. Paimon, this is the...
Huh?
this is it?
Whoa, are you all...
The Marashose hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown. One of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure already. So, how are you doing? Do you remember how you got here?
I remember now. I brought you here because I wanted to...
You mean these?
Huh?
I could tell something was off the moment I stepped into this cave, so I kept...
So the strongest champion duelist in all of Fontaine saved the—
I deserve some answers, don't you think? Everything you said earlier sounded like the truth.
I don't know. I just always felt like there was something in my heart that didn't belong to me. The feelings about my father and the other Marechaussee hunters are real. It just wasn't fair. I was angry. I don't know when it started, but at some point, my anger—
But if the treasure was all you cared about, why plant all those explosives?
I can't remember.
From your description, I suspect you were dealing with a...
Devorator?
Oh, your master... your father, I mean. Never...
No, I've heard of it. I'm just not sure why you suddenly... Wait, it can't be.
The seal?
My family has served as Marechaussee hunters for many generations. My father instructed me to always watch over that seal and maintain it regularly. He said it had been... But I neglected that duty after he died. I finally decided to come down and check on it.
The Devorator would be a formidable adversary for any mortal being. Even ones as capable. If you lacked the power to completely destroy it, you could easily fall prey to its influence and corruption. In light of this...
I heard it has the power to amplify the obsessions and desires.
And yet, you were able to retrieve 3 of the 4 keys. If...
One of them belonged to my father. The second I stole from a different hunter. And the third... I know just how strong you are. It's as clear as day to everyone in Fontaine. I observed the only way I could think to obtain that last key was to lure you here using your hobby, and then... Oh, I get it now. That
I won't comment on anything else, but...
Well, I did pour my heart and soul into it. The stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marechaussee hunters.
It's more than just a story.
Huh?
You're proud to be a hunter. You're still holding onto...
I have done so many
Then explain the purpose of the evil sorcerer in your... Isn't he the true antagonist? The one who sought nothing but his own gain, and used the people...
But I've already tainted my...
Wake up, Florian. Remember, do you really think the hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or to... You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect those you serve. Do you still not understand?
You're right. I am a
I wouldn't be so quick to push aside.
I know. That...
Good. Then, come with me, and help me see the script.
Huh? See the script?
Never finished it, huh?
No, I mean, I wrote the script with the soul...
Then we'll just have to keep writing it. The evil soul...
You mean the Devorator?
Is that really so hard? You've already written most of it. Surely you can...
You aren't afraid your party will...
I know what my friends are capable of, and they're all
Then, are you going to...
I don't intend to spoil the fun. Sometimes,
They're back!
That took a while.
Ahem! My fellow Marechaussee hunters.
Tone it.
Sorry. After crossing swords with you and witnessing...
Oh, do I smell a...
I confess, I was brainwashed by the evil sorcerer.
That little... Wait, you're saying all of that wasn't you, but the evil...
That's right. He's adept at manipulating the heart...
Huh. And how are you going to prove that you're a changed man?
To be perfectly honest, I only came to my senses after seeing the treasure. The treasure was
The names of all the Marechaussee hunters from ages past and their weapons?
Wait, you already...
Of course. Don't underestimate a veteran role-player's
We just finished reading through the content of the stone tablet.
That tablet recorded the lives of some fascinating people. She inherited the responsibilities of the Golden Hunter and passed judgment on many people.
So, she was just like you.
Oh,
Well, when you put it that way, working as an executioner, he supposedly used a countless number of tricks to confound.
Their lives were all so exciting. You could write so many cool books about their accomplishments.
Because they chose to be. To hunt monsters that only appear in the shadows, you must also operate in the dark.
Then this stone tablet must have been left behind by their
That's right. Few Marashose hunters ever revealed their identity. The only time they spoke of their accomplishments would be at night, when they gathered with their fellow hunters in front of the bonfire to share
So, this tablet was created not so that the hunters would be remembered by—
No wonder this place was so well hidden.
You regard the stone tablet in solemn silence. The names of your comrades etched onto its surface serve as the tablet proves that their legacies shall continue.
Father, you once told me that I should seek out the treasure if I ever became lost.
His eyes are sincere, and his words ring true.
I implore you, everyone, please give—
Well,
Sounds good to me too.
I have no objections, but Mr.
When he took over my mind, I gained some insight into his thoughts.
Huh? He's afraid of—
what if the secret— GM, permission to invest—
At first glance, the weapons appear absolutely ordinary. But as you observe, these blades have slain countless monsters. Though it's been a long time since they were used in battle.
So basically, take these with us, right?
I'll take this weapon, since it used to belong to Est. Maybe it'll find comfort in being held by someone—
Ah, good idea. I'll take Mr. Walter's bow then. From one archer magician to another.
Paimon's gonna pick a cool weapon too!
As you grip your weapons, you can almost feel the will of past hunters coursing.
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the—
I was able to see his surroundings when our minds were connected. I believe he's currently hiding out at the church in the king. We must be extremely careful.
Then why don't we explore some more and—
No, we have to strike now. He was greatly weakened when I managed to break out of his control.
I agree with Mr. Florian.
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no point—
Yes, that's what's called— Yes,
Alright, you've
Mr. Florian?
of course.
He had to set up so many scenes today, and now he has to join in for this last part. I really don't envy his job.
Finally, you decide to slay the evil sorcerer and bring peace back to the kingdom once and for all. As you walk away, finally, you arrive at the church Florian described. As you approach, an ominous aura.
How strange.
Now, it is time for the final battle.
Let's go!
Florian, wait.
What's wrong?
I think you should wait outside. You've already been corrupted by the Devorator once. It could easily I don't think it's a good idea for you to be this
That's exactly why I have to go. Yes, I intend—
That's too risky. If things get out of hand, I might have to kill you. Do you understand?
I understand, but if I do this, the Devorator will have a hard time passing up a chance to enter a body it knows how to control. You will... You're not like me, Miss Clorand. You're a just and powerful... This is... Consider it a duel to...
Then, as a champion duelist, I hereby accept your request. The battle is now upon us. Let the Devorator once again tremble on...
So lifelike!
This foe is not invincible. You hold the treasure. The power to defeat it in your own 2 hands.
The treasure? You mean...
The names! It's the Marechaussee Hunters' names!
How are we supposed to...
You forget, Paimon? There's still one skill we saved until the very end.
Hunters fight not for fame, but to aid the people whenever they are summoned.
Walter the Marechaussee Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks, executioner of the Phantom Hunters, I call for aid!
Est, the Marechaussee Hunter, inheritor of Cassiodor's will, judge of the Shadow Hunters. Answer my call!
Petronia, protector of justice and order. The hunter I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know. Please, lend us your strength!
We have come to answer your summons. And so, the monsters were eradicated, and the sorcerer was defeated. Peace soon returned to the capital. Some remembered the names of the heroes who saved their kingdom, but others simply continued their lives none the wiser. Such is the story of the Marechaussee Hunters. They will always protect the city. Yes,
It's a pretty solid story overall. I thought it was just an ordinary adventure at first, but the further we got it, that final battle is
Oh, right. Yeah, totally.
That's a really good point. I never
Yeah, mine nearly scared the daylights out of me when it started glowing. I took a good look at it after we got out, but I don't think it ever lit up. Oh, we should probably give these props back, right?
did you have a good time?
Of course. Let me know if it...
Sure, no problem.
Then I'll head back for now. I think once Mr. Florian is awake, please pass on my regards to him.
You're right.
Well, see you all.
Okay, so, can I ask now?
I think it should be fine, yeah.
What in the world?
That time in the cave when you told us to close our eyes?
I was dying of curiosity
Guess none of us wanted to be the one to break the illusion.
What are you all talking about?
Oh, wait. Don't tell me you never... Ugh, this is all my fault. It's...
A bit late for...
You're saying everything that happened back...
It's probably more accurate to say this was never a real scripted story to begin with.
What?
So loud.
Hey, you! Get up right now and explain your...
No shaking, please!
Did Paimon just hear that right? You guys made up that whole last part. It's not nice to lie to people, but Paimon's got to admit, that was a really good story.
Yeah, it was like watching a magician improvise a spectacular magic...
If Paimon knew something was wrong with that vault, she would have floated straight in the opposite direction.
Everything was under control.
as if you've ever described a situation as being...
Guess I'm just used to it.
You must run into a lot of unexpected situations.
As for you, Florian,
I know there's no excuse for what I did.
I would say you've already...
What?
You may have been blinded by fame and fortune in the beginning, but your actions during the final... You'll be far more used to the city above ground than below.
But...
Of course, you'll still need to take the keys and pay a personal visit to the 2 hunters you wronged. Prepare to accept any terms they give.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, though.
Then, thank you so much, everyone. Until we meet...
Speaking of Marashose hunters, what should we do about...
Leave it be.
Are you sure? We could show it to people, make it so that the hunt...
No. Every name... I am no exception. My identity as a Marashose...
That's certainly very different from the path of a magician.
Wait! Paimon just remembered something. If there were no special...
That's because the Marashose hunters of ages past would often imbue their weapons with special enchantments to suppress the monsters.
Oh, so that's why they had an effect on that...
Well, I'm sure the summons were a part of it too.
Oh? How so?
This particular devorator probably hailed from the same era as the hunters we saw in the room. The names you recited all belonged to the bravest hunters. Countless monsters fell to their blades.
So the names held the power all along!
Navia? Everything...
Huh? Oh, I meant what I said.
I really appreciated those words.
All right. Don't get up. Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore.
She ran off!
I should probably head back as well. This story was truly incredible. Good.
Traveler. Should your name and deeds be forgotten? What do you think?
I suppose the significance would be the journey itself and the world we helped create. There's still value in the—
A great answer. I'll remember it. Me? The Marashose hunter says nothing. Perhaps her answer lies in her silence.
Game's up. Fun's over.
The Temple of Wisdom!
Going in!
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
What shall we do?
Solidify! Order guide you!
Everyone hold hands!
Loaded.
I see everything!
Stabilize!
Sharing my knowledge!
Everybody stand!
Ready. Time to testify.
Solidify! Stabilize! I will have order!
Grow!
Into the shadows.
I see everything! Make yourselves at home!
Order guide you!
I'm going in!
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
I will have order.
Everyone hold hands. I see everything.
This is order.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Teamwork is strength! Hunt them down. Ready.
Solidify. I will have order.
Into the shadows.
I see everything. Make yourselves at home.
Stabilize. This is order.
I'm going in! Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Ready.
Solidify. I will have order.
Move it.
Stabilize. This is order.
Sharing my knowledge.
Teamwork is strength! Hunt them down.
Add astro.
Exactly! None of them believe. Exactly! But none of them believed you! Bye.